April 18, 2023. It's Yom HaShoah, Holocaust Remembrance Day. And Robert Kraft, the man who owns the New England Patriots, is leading the 35th annual March of the Living here at Auschwitz.
The March of the Living serves as a powerful statement of solidarity for all those who have been victims of intolerance. It's hard to imagine, but between these two camps that we just visited, there were 1,100,000 people killed. No one would believe that a human being would be so inhumane to other human beings. We can't let that happen again.
The next owner of the New England Patriots, Robert Kraft.
In his 29 years owning the Patriots, Robert Kraft's teams have reached 10 Super Bowls, and they've won 6. Now, in his 80s, Kraft is taking on a more formidable opponent than his Patriots have ever faced: anti-Semitism.
You will not replace us!
It's often called the oldest hatred, but it has been surging recently, here in the U.S. and abroad.
For me, it really started with Charlottesville and seeing what happened there.
Hundreds of white nationalists storming the University of Virginia, torches in hand, chants echoing across the historic campus.
You will not replace us!
Then what happened at the Tree of Life, which was the largest killing of Jewish people in this country.
11 people were killed when a gunman opened fire in the Tree of Life synagogue during service this morning. Authorities calling this a hate crime.
It's very sad to me. And what I realized is a lot of good people in this country don't really understand what's going on.
In March, Kraft committed $25 million to launch a new campaign called Stand Up to Jewish Hate, to drive home the message that anti-Semitism must not be tolerated. Central to the Stand Up to Jewish Hate campaign, this blue square, designed to occupy 2% of a tablet or cell phone screen, a graphic representation of the percentage of the U.S. population that is Jewish, just 2%, but the target, the FBI says, of more than 50% of all religion-based hate crimes.
It's really a symbol for all people about standing up to hatred against any group. It's a symbol of unity and solidarity.
The visible part of what we're doing is creating messaging and advertising that shows examples of Jewish hate and shows people standing up against it.
You hide behind your screen, spewing all this hatred and ugliness. You got something you want to say? Get out of the truck and say it to their faces.
For non-Jews who see it, now it's giving them some context. The other thing we're doing, and it's really the way the foundation started, is we're constantly spidering the internet, looking for all of the hate that exists online, aggregating it, learning about it, and then trying to counter it.
We have a command center downstairs that's tied to over 350 million websites, and we're monitoring what's going on.
It's right here in Gillette Stadium.
This is the kind of thing you would expect, security agencies might be keeping tabs on, but you guys are monitoring, reacting, responding, keeping track of all this.
Yeah, so we can educate. We have over 180 partners, major organizations, that we can feed them this information so they can use it.
Today we see that Winged Death Squad is trending because it was a term associated with the killing of 8 people in Allen, Texas. So we're able to see that this word is showing up on our word cloud, research it, understand where it's coming from, and then use that to educate people through our social media channels, through our newsletters that go out to others who are fighting anti-Semitism on a day-to-day basis.
There's so much put out there that is just not true. And then it becomes fact and it gets picked up. And that's part of our biggest job. And this is how all this hate is growing. And we have to be a counteroffensive to that.
It's easy here with the Patriots to measure success. What would constitute success in this mission, in this project?
I think that we find a way to halt what's going on or slow it. I mean, you can't eradicate hate. You can only do by educating. We need allies, and just having them adopt this blue square is a sign of unity and solidarity and standing up against all forms of hate. That's the bottom line. That's winning.